Yes, of course, it's still the What's On show. My name is Rickxel Mc, WATSON. Every Saturday when it comes to 9 to 10, the only TV you have to watch at that time is Record TV. Yeah. And of course, I want to say big up on yourself wherever you're tuning, wherever you're tuning from. You're doing such a great job. And of course, I don't want to forget now kids are back home, and of course they might be happy that they've taken a break, but of course be happy carefully because this corona disease is serious and real. Yeah. And of course, this very time, just like I told you earlier on, we're doing something very extraordinary. We've been having, in fact, I think this is one of the best Saturdays I have ever. We've been having different kids. Earlier on, we had a rapper, and of course, on Tuesday, I was with Little Miss Mito, Little Miss Teen Africa. That was at King's Schools in Tebe, and that was really nice. And then now, I'm here with this young girl who came in and was really trying to convince me a lot. She's gonna be jazzing us a lot about coronavirus. You might be surprised, but this little girl surprised me as well. She was telling me everything about coronavirus, and I was like, okay, let me roll you on my set, and maybe you share it with the fellow teens who are watching from home out there. Still, it's the What's On Show, Record TV, and I want this young girl, this young lady, to introduce herself. Our names.
My name is Naubega Saifur.
Now, Bega, are you a student or you're not?
And I am a student at at Kitante Primary School.
Oh, Kitante Primary School. Which class are you?
P7.
Primary 7.
Yeah.
So, when you came, you're telling me you're going to talk about Corona, how you understand Corona, and how you're going to advise your age mates about Corona, right? First of all, maybe make us understand, what do you understand by this epidemic called Corona?
Like coronavirus is a disease which has gone viral. It's not countrywide, but it's worldwide. It has spread in very many countries. But now, as if Uganda is somehow blessed, know that a lot of people have been dying in Uganda, but for other countries, a lot of people have died.
So, when was the first time even you heard about Corona?
The first time we were in school, then our teacher showed us on a video clip on Facebook, showed us people in China dying. Of course, somehow someone died. Then the people were like, hey, this disease is real. A lot of people died in China because that's where it started from, but for other countries, they knew that Corona was real, but they never tried to prevent it.
Okay. So, for beginners, I want you to tell us what you know about Corona beyond what you've just told me.
Corona, it's a disease which by if someone has it, a lot of people can easily get it within like one day, even 12 hours. It's enough for like 1,000 people to get the disease. Now, how you can get Corona? As you can see, I wrote here that coronavirus versus HIV/AIDS.
Which one is Corona, blue or red?
Red, of course, because Corona is really serious. Yeah.
So, as you can see here, coronavirus versus HIV/AIDS. This young girl was trying to draw, and maybe she's going to explain to us about this. So, what does your picture, coronavirus versus HIV/AIDS, explain?
Like, as I wrote here above, in this world, I reduce population for coronavirus or COVID-19. I wrote that because a lot of people have been dying and then the population was going low. But for HIV, I wrote here that I save, I cure, I destroy, and kill. For HIV, you can only get it unless you get into sexual intercourse with an infected person. But if not, you cannot get it. But for coronavirus, even though, like, for example, I had it, I sat in this chair, you put it back where it was. As usual, another person will come and sit in this same chair. Obviously, definitely, the person will get it. In only like 2 seconds, the virus will have traveled with the person. Now, know that since you are sat in my chair, it doesn't mean that you will get the disease right away. As long as you touch your face, that's when it enters in any opening, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and ears. That's where it enters from. But as long as you don't touch your face, it's on your body for 3 hours, and then it dies. It's not airborne. I'm seeing a lot of people are putting on masks. I don't know why. But the masks, I think that they must be for infected people. Because if an infected person has the mask, it prevents, when like he has sneezed, it prevents the droplets from getting into your face. Now for that, and even I'm saying as if this same mask, the mask is the blue one. It's not of great usage because it has holes. Of course, the droplets will somehow find their way out of the mask and then go to the infected person. And I advise people to use the white mask because it has no holes.
So the difference between the white mask and the blue one, like the blue one has holes, right? Okay, so like how do you see or how do you know that somebody must be or might be corona positive?
First, you cannot know right away that this person has the virus. By the time you know that this guy has red eyes, maybe he's infected, you only know after 14 days. Now just imagine, within the 14 days, how many things he has touched, how many people he has touched, how many times he has sneezed, and how many people are infected. That's why it's spreading fast, very fast, because you can only know that this person has it after 14 days. Yeah.
And then I'm seeing the other pictures. What do they represent?
Like here in second phase, coronavirus has got a sword. Here, it had a it had a shield, is the one of orange. Now here, since it has killed a lot of people, it gained power. As you can see, it's standing on fire. Here, the HIV, it's at least standing on clouds, which means it's not that serious. But corona is standing on fire because a lot of people have died. Now it has changed colors because it has killed some people. You can see blood on its sword. Yeah, that's like if they were people, this number represents the people. Now for this space, it represents Uganda, because Uganda is not that a lot of people have got it. You can only see on the borders here.
Let me show it to the camera. Yeah.
You can only
the white space represents like the countries that are not touched.
Yeah. Now, as our teacher told us, he told us that only Uganda has not got the disease, but the people from Rwanda are not in good terms with the Ugandans. Even those of Kenya, they are planning to send 4 people. They are planning to send 4 people to come in Uganda and they spread the disease. But God forbid, yet God help us, guide us, so that the disease doesn't enter Uganda. Now, for those who play in big numbers, I advise you not to play again, because even the world's best players, Messi, Ronaldo, have stopped playing. Those boys who can say that, hey, come and we play football. Now, Ronaldo can dodge, Messi can play. He has stopped. Now, for those who are playing football, what football are you playing? You'll only get infected.
Corona.
Yeah. Even when a person or who is infected with corona kicks the ball, and then you also kick the ball, the germs will go in your feet. Now, if you sit down, of course,
you have to remove your shoes and that.
Yeah, when you remove, the stains go in your hands. If you don't wash your hands, then you touch your face like something is inching, a lot of sweat, then you try to clean it off. The disease will go onto your face, find an opening, it enters. Now, as we can see here, coronavirus has gained more power, and at least HIV has killed some people. Now it has the tornado. But for corona, again, now the sword is full, meaning that in future, also Uganda will get the disease, but Not that I'm hoping for Uganda to get the disease, but as you can see here, coronavirus is very serious because at least HIV, even though you die now, that's usual. But for coronavirus, again, it's very real. Like coronavirus, it's like God's punishment to us, the people of the world. Now, how you can prevent the disease?
Before even how you can prevent that, why do you think God is punishing us?
A lot of people have been sinning. A lot of bad things have been happening. Yeah, that's why.
So how can one prevent himself or herself from getting infected of corona?
For corona, you can use sanitizers, but those who say that alcohol can be also used, know that you should drink the alcohol. Alcohol in the sanitizers must be 60% and above.
Okay.
Yeah, if the sanitizers have below 60% alcohol, then the virus cannot be killed.
Okay.
But even washing hands, I'm begging even the people. When you feel that you have a chance or you have been in a congested place, you must wash your hands. Because these hands touch a lot of things. Now the problem is with money. I was thinking that the Rwandese can use money. Because if someone gives you money, know that you can refuse. You only get suspicious, but you say, God has made my day. Then you take the money.
So what would you advise people about money, like touching money? Because I don't think it's going to stop, according to me.
Yeah, before you touch money or you touch anything, at least you can sanitize your hands. When you sanitize, then you touch, meaning that you will not get infected with the virus. As long as you touch but you sanitize, the virus will of course go in your hands, but it will find there like fire and then it dies immediately.
All right. So now, like, as we are winding up, what would you love? Okay, first of all, did you hear or did you watch the president's address on the nation on Wednesday?
Yeah, I saw it.
What do you think about the president's decision?
I think that it's going to be of great usage because in schools, mostly, a lot of people gather in big numbers. Now, if one person had the virus, okay, like one child had the virus, and then touches somewhere, of course you cannot prevent touching, because touching is like everything to us people.
Apart from schools, what do you think about those people in jail, probably?
People in jail,
What do you think should be done to them during this time of corona?
like they should be, of course, also them, they are people like us. They should be protected from the virus. Like they can buy for them soap. If they don't have money for the sanitizers, they just buy them soap.
But they're congested in big numbers.
That's the problem. They are congested in big numbers. But I think that when they are congested in big numbers, they should at least provide more room for them. Yeah. But also in these lines of getting food, as long as you don't touch your face, you will not get the problem. That's why I say that don't touch your face. You can have the virus on your hands or on your legs, but as long as you don't touch on your face, you have not yet got infected. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now as I wind up with you, like, what would you love to advise your colleagues, your age mates, or maybe even big people who are watching right now about corona?
I tell them to stay in their homes if it's possible. Don't even go to the shops. Because I've seen the schools have ended up today. Most children are thinking about going to their guardians, godmothers, godparents, like visiting friends, having birthday parties. But I think you can save the world by not going out. Like if your mother insists, you can at least tell her that I don't think that I'll be able to prevent getting the virus, so they can give you gloves, then you wear, and then at least put on your mask. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, that's why sometimes they say even if a young person beats the drum, you might find a big one also dancing. So now, like, by the way, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Me, I want to be like a news reporter if God has given me the chance or
Why I thought if God has given a chance a doctor or a news reporter, why do you want to be a news reporter? What's so unique about it?
when you're a news reporter, like you go, you travel, you tell the people what's going on in the world. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so now like last but not least, maybe you can send your regards to your family, friends out there who are watching you right now.
For the people watching me, I send this information to my mom, Annette, Kamocha, my dad, Amisi, my aunt, Kauda,
Okay.
and my friends, my schoolmates, my teachers.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. So, of course, sometimes when something becomes serious, it becomes the talk of the nation. And I, as Rickxel, I remember even telling you guys earlier on, like, be careful with your life. Be careful who do you deal with because you never know. Actually, this is a time whereby it's hard to trust any person. It's very hard to trust any person. Yesterday, I think there was a gathering I was in, something like a meeting, and then somebody accidentally was coughing from behind. Oh my God, everybody turned back with a weird face like, who is that? I think they wanted to throw him out of the building. Yeah. It's still the What's On show. Rickxel MC is my name. When it comes to Saturday from 9 to 10, always make sure you tune to Rico TV Uganda. This is the best teen show. We sensitize you, we inspire you, we entertain you, we educate you. We do a lot of things just in 1 hour. Yeah. Let's go for this one here. It remains Rickxel MC. What's On?